Because I
Wait, I
didn't.
cannot hear you.
All right. I'm sorry.
No, I just can't. No, I just can't hear you. Is
I
it?
know, I know. Look, I recently, and yes, I need help, but I recently suffered a domestic violence situation. My throat is fractured. So
Oh,
I
okay. My bad.
apologize.
My
That's why I've
bad.
been talking lower and I couldn't yell
Okay, I'll
yesterday.
pay attention.
So I was just
Are you
asking.
okay?
No, not at all.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
I was also robbed in the hospital in the trauma center by the nurse. There's a police report for that too. Um, so yeah, if you could, that's why I say that yell. My voice hasn't been good. But if you could just do me a favor and accept my friend request I just sent you, I can't send messages until you do. That's
Mm.
all I want. I don't want anything else. I appreciate you giving me up there. And
Yeah, I hear you somewhat. Yeah, yeah. For the friend request. Yeah.
thank you very much.
Okay. Hmm.
Happening right now?
It's him. Sorry, I just had to clear this mucus out my throat. Anytime it rains, I get like a little sick, and it's supposed to like be pouring this weekend and next week. Oh, this weekend and my birthday weekend because of this hurricane.
Ooh, you get sick so
No,
often.
I have a no, no,
I'm not wishing you bad. I'm just saying, like, I don't want you
no.
to, like,
I
you
don't
shouldn't be sick
want
like
to.
that all the time.
No, I really shouldn't. I probably should go get it, but I don't want to. I'm not going today.
Okay.
Oh, thanks, Dante. You don't give the purpose of receipts or something in return. You give it because it was like, yeah, I agree with that, Mimi. I don't think we disagree with that aspect. I think
I
we
don't
don't
think
disagree.
that. Yeah, I think that the concern is people weren't getting receipts. They need to get over it. But if the money was given with the expectation set up front that receipts were given, or she gave the expectation that she would give receipts, and that's a different thing. But it doesn't sound like that was the case.
I don't think Doc is coming.
But I mean, personally, she has a lot going on. I mean, she's waiting on some things to settle down, and she'll address it soon. Maybe she'll pull a cascade and address it 3 months later. It's okay. But
Oh shit! What are we doing this
We
time?
we ain't trying to get it started, huh?
that's not start. I'm not starting nothing. That's just how it. That's the fact. It's not.
That's not always. That's only sometimes. But yeah, go off.
Up.
It's a fact.
Oh.
Rio, do you think that's a fact?
What do I think? Hey, look, they ain't got shit to do with me. That's between you and him. I don't know.
What you said sometimes. Sometimes means it's a fact. If you do it, it's a fact. You admitted to it.
So observant. How are you?
I'm well. I don't like I said, I'm fine with asking these questions. I don't know. I think that if people have concerns, they should be plain about them.
Time frame on addressing things? Just asking.
There was no lie that I told, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Phoenix.
There was an issue with doing it. That's why I said Doc can do it like you do it sometimes. So there's no issue with doing it. Just compare it.
I just found a capsule in my pocket and I'm so excited.
Okay.
Molly?
No.
Okay.
Capsule of what?
Y'all know it. A gardening capsule. A gardening oil.
Oh, I thought you were talking about some other shit.
Jesus.
So just... oh, okay.
I don't know how else to say it, okay?
I got you.
I need to find one of what's some things you put in your plants?
The what?
Them things you put in your plants where you fill it up with water, you flip it over, and the plant will just drink it as it needs, so you don't have to really have to water it.
Oh, it's like an automatic feeder or automatic waterer.
I feel like
There is
black
another
household had them, like your mom's or whoever your house you was in, that black household that had it. They were all different colors, and they would just stick it in the plants.
You know what?
Like,
We never had fucking plants. Like, I'm thinking back to growing up, and I just don't remember us having fucking plants.
you know, that's just because YT people aren't alive or everything, so of course they aren't in the plants.
But no, I had terrible asthma growing up. So did my brother, to the point that we were both in fucking oxygen tents at one point, and you would think the house would have been filled with plants. But no, there was no plants. Hi, Desi.
Beat the Jet 2 holiday. You can now save up to 50 pounds per person.
Girl.
200 pounds on a family of 4.
You're gonna make me wheeze, Desi.
Oh my God.
Moment.
Wawa.
Hey.
I had a few succulents that have been dying that I keep bringing right back to life after a while.
That's the story of my babies' lives, you know, but they're resilient like me, and they just keep hanging in there.
I was talking about, I'm so sorry that I'm late, because I think that I got promises sent out to me by someone in particular. What were you guys discussing?
I'm talking about scammers.
How convenient.
Oh,
Who's
wow.
I invited Desi to the live just to be transparent, y'all. I'm sorry.
Hey, I don't.
I to say we're talking about scammers. We're talking about like just the concept of of money and money use, not scammers.
What's the truth, you guys?
So who promised you money?
Tell us. I mean, shit. Venus brought you here for a reason.
Desi, Thomas J says hello.
Oh my God, Thomas J. So nobody come out of the bag on me, but you guys know that I'm actually a sociology major. I had 1 year left at Georgia Southwestern State University. Previous years, I was on the dean's list. However, I've been going to school for forever. And I was going to be a nurse from the beginning, but I had to move, and that has nothing to do with you guys. But that's the reason why I changed my major, because I was gonna have to go into the school actually. So I had somebody reach out to me, and they were like, they've been through my life, they love what I do, and they wanted to know what was my major. And I was like, sociology. So I'm like, well, it's not a STEM major, so it might not fit inside, what you have going on. And the lady's like, no, you're a Black woman, you're a Black girl. We want to help everybody that we can. We're trying to help people get school supplies. Do you need food? And I'm like, oh, no, I'm not that type of student. I'm an elder. I'm 34. I have a 15-year-old, so I don't actually have to go to the campus. However, I do have to have certain things. But I'm like, I don't mind. And I haven't asked my own supporters yet about it. And my tuition's only like $2,000 point blank period. But I don't want to intervene in what you have going on because I don't want to be a damper on maybe some students who are actually in the STEM program is going to make sure they really need it and they fit the criteria, because I didn't want it to be like an imbalance. And I know how people are like, hey, you said for STEM students, sociology isn't even in the WIOA program. That's not a STEM. Okay, so yeah. So one day she helped me and I sent her money back. Yeah, it was like about $15. She helped me out. And then she asked me for my CA again afterwards because she wanted to put it on this poster. So she put my CA on the poster, but she put it up there wrong. And I was like, oh my God, what's gonna happen? Why did they really need this? So she put it up there. I didn't get any donations, but she was like, if you get any donations, let me know. So I never got any, and I did not get a chance to attend summer semester. And I am going to be paying for it out of my own pocket, and I don't need any support from TikTok, but I really appreciate your thoughts and prayers. But it was just a little bit weird to me to come and approach me and be like, hey, I have a foundation. I have a 501c3 where we do this. We actually get funding. And I kind of felt a little bit weird because I haven't heard anything back after I missed the summer semester.
Can we get a name? Can we get a name?
Are you saying that you only received $15?
According to my ledger, sugar, I didn't receive anything because I paid that back. Okay, I was in a ward one day and I forgot what it was. I probably have the messages, but I needed a few bucks and I asked her because I also wanted to know, was she real? You feel me? Because she had been hosting these lives saying that she was raising the money. At first she was raising the money to her spot, her CA. Then so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try and see what's really going on. So I'm like, hey, I need this. Can you spot me to the next day? And she did. And I sent it back to her the next day. So according to Skin 15's ledger, no, she didn't give me anything, honey. She loaned me something and I gave it back.
One more question, Desi. Were you ever enrolled in the CERN program?
All right, the CERN program.
Okay, never mind. Say less. That's all I needed to know. Thank you. I mean,
Are we name dropping?
You should say more. And yes, I agree with Cascade. Do Cascades first. If you want to name drop, you don't have to. And then what's the CERN program? Because I thought that was the proton accelerator.
Yeah, I thought that was a proton accelerator thing.
and it is, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. Yes.
They do that enrollment in colleges here in the U.S. I thought it was in Europe.
No, Spiffy. And this is why I brought it up so we could kind of figure it out a little bit.
Maybe exactly a month, 3 days ago, 4 hours and 52 seconds and a half.
That is real.
Yeah, I heard, the people questioning the 501c3. So what's going on here? You guys introduced me to these people. I'm going to need answers, please.
I don't have any details about the 501c. I literally just catch these lives and hear bits and pieces. But I do want to read a comment. I won't say who wrote it, even though everybody can say. It says Doc mentioned they had sent people to CERN or something like that. One second. I just need to Google real fast.
Queen said it was her.
Is I heard that same voice with the teacup speaking about the 501c3, but they were just asking her questions and she was getting extremely upset. I was in that live, but I didn't know.
It was Desi. Desi, why are you not telling the people that docs help you get into CERN?
Girl, I don't want the government. Girl, okay, I'm finna go get my TV with Donald Trump in a minute.
Then why are you not telling the people?
Girl, I'm not a part of that weather bullshit.
You didn't get to go. Girl, she said she sent you.
Weather bullshit.
Yeah, she sent me to CERN.
You mean geophysics?
Yeah.
I'm not in geophysics. Where is this bitch at? She
Oh
said
my
she sent me
god.
somewhere, y'all.
That we're all on the same page. Like, the geophysics is not part of the CERN program. This would be like physical sciences. Maybe they have some sort of offshoot program that they also fund, but that's not the focus of the CERN program.
Program I've been sent out to was Discovery 2000 and Jekyll Island 4-H camp.
Well, this has took a turn. Where's Doc?
Okay, so I just need to make sure that I'm understanding everything correctly. So, Desi, you're saying that you had an interaction with this person, didn't get any of the support that you were expecting or was promised, and had to pay back some money that was lent to you. And then I'm also hearing from Queen and people on the
You also started wrong.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Study
My
long,
bad.
study wrong. No, I did not. I borrowed about $15 and I paid it back. I can give you guys the Discord receipts if you need it. But no, she just punitively damaged me and she had me social, thinking that I was going to be able to attend the summer semester at GSW, and like she had this humongous 501c3 that was gonna support, and I kind of missed it because I could have, took my ass to work or something. Like I just could have kept doing what I was doing.
Yeah, so
I don't understand why you're lying because your name is on the website saying you're going to CERN.
Queen, shut up,
I
Queen.
don't understand why you can't
Queen,
just tell them.
shut up.
It
Okay, okay, all right.
it is
Whose name is on the website?
yours.
What name on what website, girl? I know you fucking lying to me.
I'm not okay. I'm doing too much playing, but I'm not lying. I'm not lying.
Let me go in
Yes,
here
your
with my
name is on the
motherfucking
website
computer.
with your
What
cash app
name up that
saying
be?
your name is here with your cash app and among some other white boys.
Queen.
Okay.
Your
Y'all better
PFP
get this
right
motherfucker on the
here. This
phone. I'm finna
PFP
PayPal
is
this
the
bitch $1
photo.
to take my shit down. What? Let me see
Ma'am, you on the blackwomensimgroup.com.
Please.
Yeah.
it. Go
Just
there. I'm finna
You're
see
one of
can
the
it.
you're
someone
one
I'm
of
finna
the
fucking
students
Okay,
that we
hold
PayPal
on.
this
need
shit.
you're
Okay.
can
one of the
someone
students that
send
we need to
me
support because
the
you're on your
link,
way to
please?
CERN. Yeah, I'm gonna send
Screenshot.
it. You know I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna
Screenshot.
get
Just
my
Please,
second device right
please,
now. Hold on.
please, please.
thank you, Queen,
Y'all
because
I'm
got
I'm
finna
me
tell y'all.
just
motherfucking tricking me. Where she at? She ain't been
I'm not
online.
tricking you. I did say I was being facetious, but I'm not lying. I'm dead ass fucking serious. And I'm finna show you. I was doing a little, trying to be light about it, but I promise you on there. And they saying
Where
that you
she at? Did she come to y'all live some more? Cause my name will have to get took down.
let me see, girl. I'm finna show you. You know I don't be lying.
oh
Mm,
no. Oh no.
Girl,
Oh no.
Last time I looked,
Oh,
your picture was there. Is all
Can
I'm.
somebody show the screenshot?
I'm fit to show y'all right now.
now you got Queen hollering.
I was about
Queen
to say, why are you
hollering.
hollering at me?
Uh-oh. We getting
Okay, are
close.
y'all ready? Cause y'all
Ready.
don't do too much, okay? Now, oh, sorry, Phoenix. I'm not trying to turn your camera on, babe. I'm
hold
trying to
on.
do my own.
What the hell?
Girl, I'm getting okay. These
This must be
students
fun and
need
somebody
your
must
support.
create
Girl,
this.
that's you.
E.
That's you, girl.
Your camera ain't even on.
Oh, these students need your support. And there's you.
Look who.
Oh,
Yeah, look who that is.
Who's
oh,
that?
is that you? Okay.
And we
Okay,
were
now click
told.
sponsor.
We
Click
were
sponsor and see
told.
what else.
We
I
were
can't. I
told
won't do
that
it.
the
I can't do it because
people.
if I do, it's going to show your Cash App name.
Yeah, we were told the people on this page were in the CERN. Were going into the CERN
Yeah, y'all
program,
supposed
Okay,
to be
Desi.
here.
That's why I asked you
what
to
is it
come to the
about?
live.
Wait, what the fucking number is? What
You're
is shit
going.
at?
You're being sponsored,
You didn't know this? That's fucking
Desi.
crazy, bro. That's
Help
crazy.
She
Desi on
said
her
she
journey
was
for
sponsoring my
$3,000. Desi, do you need? But
tuition.
Desi, do you need $3,000 or not?
I mean, I do.
Because it says you do, honey, and he needs $120. he
So
needs
okay, have
300
y'all
and they
talked to
need
girl because I ain't got too much patience.
5,000.
I live by the courthouse, so
So
have
Desi,
y'all talked to
are
the
you
girl?
telling me
Have
that you
y'all
didn't
talked to the
know that
girl
you
if she done
needed
left?
$3,000?
Have
Wow.
y'all
Can
talked
I?
to her or has she left?
No, we've been
She
trying,
hasn't come
Desi, but
We've been
we
trying
around.
to get.
have not
So can
been
I ask
able
a quick
to.
question? Did y'all know about these details before I started this conversation?
I
Huh?
didn't know that Desi didn't know she was on that page, but yes, I knew some of
We
this.
knew. Yeah, we knew
Okay,
this.
I'm
okay,
sorry.
all right.
Now, because I came up here to help you, friend, because Phoenix should have told you that.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
I
when
couldn't come
I'm
up
when I'm
because I just
asking
got on my
people,
break. But yeah, I came up here to corroborate that everything. Listen, we knew. I'm with but Phoenix is telling the truth. We did not know that this was not asked for or planned.
I would have told her a long time ago if I had any inclination that Desi did not know. I would have told her. I thought
Some
she knew.
3 grand right now.
Yeah, because we can't we have no
She
idea
deactivate
who the
her
rest of
page
those
because I
people
don't even
are.
see her on my list.
I'm sorry, say it again.
Did she deactivate her page because I don't even see her on the list?
No, I
No,
just
it's
invited her.
WMKJ something. It's not Doc anymore. She did make a new page, yes. But it's
So
WM. She changed the name, sorry. Not made a
just
new one.
real quick, what we're dealing with right now is somebody is using content creators as like quote sponsors, seeking help that these content creators don't know about it. Scamming.
I'm
It's potential.
real,
It's
I'm
possible.
just real confused because this is such an easy check. Like, this is so easy to just look into.
Phoenix, you should go on mute because if you had this information while I was asking these questions to Prince and you didn't say anything, I'm a little annoyed. Because like,
Oh,
Hmm. But that's why I
I'm
was
good.
in chat saying, like, yes, that's true because
Okay, so it's a scam because she's using. Okay, my question is, what the fuck? Where does it show on that website that we're going to CERN? What I
tap the
mean,
screen, share the live.
that was that was not on the website, but the conversations out loud. That's what's being said is that she is helping these students get into STEM and the thing, everything you said. So when there's when the public service announcements are being made, when the public service announcements are being made, they're being whatever. So CERN was mentioned as a selling point.
she to fill up the website or some shit.
Um, that I'm not sure. Um, but yeah, those people on there, including yourself, are supposed to be the students that need support. Yes.
She must have gone now and this shit over with. I shared her to live. I don't know. She's probably, timid to come in because she probably feels like everybody feels like she's wow. That's never who is that? My cousin Linda? Is that a blackface picture or something? Who the fuck is that?
No being fucking ridiculous with his AI. He just newly discovered how to do.
Her bosom is too
Doc is
small.
here.
But
Doc is here.
yeah,
Hey,
okay, so hey dog. Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday.
oh no.
Does he please?
And so the thing is, I need to know, like, have you been telling these people I'm going to CERN or something? I mean,
Did I get the acronym CERN correctly? Is it CER and or S?
Okay, so she says there's another student on her website going to CERN. Well, so the thing is, so summer semester's up. I didn't make that semester. So I really appreciate everything that you did, but I would appreciate it as well if you would take it down because I do not feel comfortable coming in rooms of 26 people and more. And they know about a program that I'm not in because I am a sociology major. But I really do appreciate you, Sugar. Much. Beats a Jet2 holiday. You can now save up to £50 per person.
You're unaliving me, and I just need you to stop. At least the other thing that was in my head is gone, so thank you for that.
What, your brain?
Rio, okay. Got it. Noted.
How?
Hey, Rio. Hey, Rio.
You said you're a sociology major, Desi?
Make a picture, Desi.
Rio's pictures.
Man, I just learned how to do this last week. Cascade, this is Cascade's fault. Blame anybody, blame Cascade. Oh, she's here. Hello, Doc.
Desi, real quick. I am actually on my way to the dog park, but give me about an hour to take it down. You didn't need anything else?
I haven't received anything, Sugar.
You didn't receive anything?
No, of course not. Not besides the $15 that I borrowed and sent back that day.
Okay, are you still in school?
I didn't get a chance to attend the summer semester because I ran out of financial aid. Remember I told you that?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've
it's
been
all
doing
good.
it. I've been involved in a lot of stuff. So let me reset again. We're almost done with what I have to do, and then I'll get back to it. Just let me know when you start school again, okay? And then we'll go full force. It's just a lot of stuff going on. Oh my God. Hey, throw it in a parallelogram. You hear me? Throw it
I
in a
guess I'm
parallelogram.
confused a little bit, though.
Go ahead.
Like, I'm confused a little bit because you
Go
said
ahead.
you guys would go full force next time, like something was missed. But is it not dependent on individuals, or is this like a collective? Desi missed a deadline, and then, well, like, I don't understand your comment. You seem surprised.
So normally from last year to now, normally I would do a fundraiser, but with everything that's happening personally, I've kind of missed the mark on some things. So we were just putting students' cash apps up, or whoever needed help, cash apps up, or their pay links up, so that they can go to the website and do it. I have just been busy with, losing my sister, a couple of other things that happened. She was really sick, so I had just
No,
been
of course,
all over
no.
the place.
I was just confused at the statement. I'm not questioning you having a lot going on at all. I guess I was just wondering where the surprise came from. If you know that the donations are individual basis, I thought maybe there was some type of scholarship or overall foundation that you were surprised to hear that Desi did not get to take part in. But if it's dependent on individual donations, then I didn't understand the surprise. That's why.
Yeah, it was the individual ones because I have everybody that wanted to on my website. If you go to the website, you'll see 4 people. You'll see Desi, you'll see Various, you'll see Mech Engine, and you'll say Crazy Black Librarian. They all needed help with funding, so that's why I did the individual thing, because it was hard to do the foundation thing, just trying to get everything together. Now,
So how does the foundation usually work if you didn't have to do these individual donations?
we would do like how I did last year, the fundraiser online. I go to certain groups here in California to do either a pledge or a donation. So, like last year, I sent a women's clinic or a women's shelter all the printers, some printers and iPads. So the things that I got in, I just sent it to them.
Oh, so usually it's like one big fundraiser and you divvy up the money between the students that you have
Yes.
currently listed.
Yes.
But in this situation, everyone can go to your site and click each individual student that they want to help until they reach their goal.
Yes. Yes. So
Okay.
I'm trying the best way that I can so I can do it all without, I guess, going too crazy.
But I think Desi is saying she didn't know she was on there.
Oh, I thought I told her I put her on there. I thought I told
I
her.
didn't know that I was on was something that would make people think that I was going to CERN. Like I don't know enough about CERN to be attending a program. Like
No.
you asked me what I had going on, and I told you that I was a
Yeah.
sociology major, and I was like, that's not a STEM program, and you said no problem, my foundation will help you get the things that you need. And we're also doing this thing where we're gonna hold these, you told me about these lives and all of this stuff and all of that, but I wouldn't have thought that my picture would have still been up there. When was this? When was this that I said that? I mean, like, that shit has been over with a long time ago. Like, this was to do summer semester, and I was still in school, and I skipped the semester before summer, if I'm not mistaken.
I thought it was
Who's talking
January.
about being honest?
But the CERN program was one of the students that I have on there. He's in the CERN program. So I don't know how they got mixed you up or how you got mixed up with CERN. I said one of my
I
students.
thought that all the students were in the same program or something, and that's
No.
why there was some confusion,
Oh,
because
okay.
it seems like it's a one particular. I was under the impression that the STEM programs were through you, like you were offering the services, not that you were just looking for students that people could donate to individually. I think people were under the impression that this was an entire movement for people trying to lock into STEM.
Yes, well, in a sense it is. I just haven't finished that program yet. I'm doing the tutoring program and all that stuff. I just wanted to do something right now for students like Desi who needed funds to get in there. But honestly, I dropped the ball with everything that happened to me. So
Okay, so when
I
you were
dropped the
looking
ball
for
there.
the backpacks and stuff, you were looking for people to donate school supplies that you could auction off to raise money.
Not everything. The backpacks, the Disney Fly backpacks, I got those from another donor. But our regular backpacks, like the ones you go to school with, I still have some, and then I'm giving those away. So they're filled with school supplies, they're filled with calculators, they're filled with tablets and notebooks and paper and all that stuff, and those go to whatever student needs them.
Okay, so the auction was separate from
Yes.
the school supply. So the auction was to raise money for the foundation itself.
Yes. So
And the
like the decorative
foundation is supposed
backpacks.
to provide scholarships or
Right.
to
That was
students.
going to the
And
fund.
how do the students get picked? That's a question from the comments.
I had an application on my page. I needed to change it over because we only had one applicant and I got them $500. It wasn't a lot, but it was something to get them some supplies. But I was advertising you go to the website and you apply for the scholarship program, because on there also you apply for the tutoring program. And as soon as I get it's
And
probably
you
gonna
would
be like
provide
next
the
week.
tutoring, but the
Yes.
students can be donated to individually.
Yes, so there was an individual one, and then there was one for when I raised it for the donation, then we split it. So the
Okay, and the
$50,000 I was
notebooks that you're selling currently, those are
It
supposed to
was.
be auctioned for students or other.
Yes. So I actually made those notebooks. Those aren't something you can purchase in the store. Those are what I made.
Okay, so you made those items and you're auctioning off your own personal goods for
Mm-hmm.
the student programs.
Yes.
Doc, I don't think people believe you.
Huh?
I applied for your scholarship program. Do you remember a long time ago, about a year ago, when I had first come out with my business and I was like just trying to get like any kind of exposure I could and like, you know, a little support. And you were like, I can maybe get you a grant. All you have to do is apply on my website. And I did. And you never said anything to me about
I've
anything
never
after
seen it
that.
come through. I did check my emails. I never seen yours come through. You mean, oh, well, real quick, Queen, you mean people don't believe what?
I think I think that there was some confusion um, between what was being given to students either in your local area or online and what was being auctioned off for personal reasons and business reasons, like the foundation that you're trying to start. So the foundation that you have is just students that you come across or people that are in school. You're putting their cash apps on your site so that people can decide if they want to donate to that particular student. And some students have had success, but the items that you made, or the backpacks, the Disney backpacks, those are being auctioned off to go towards the foundation.
Yes.
I think people are confused because there's multiple different campaigns being run simultaneously. So I think that people are confused as to like what the donations are specifically for. Like, are they donating to students or are they donating to other types of crowdfunding?
Well, I always said this. You can tell me what you want your donation to go through. I've never not said that. I've always said that. Any monies that come in, we allocate it however it sees fit. So, like, if we have to pay for the website, the hosting, the I went through LegalZoom to do most of my legal stuff. If I need a lawyer, I pay for all those things so that I can keep running my foundation. So I don't know why everybody's confused.
Well, I think I explained that people were confused because they were trying to um, figure out exactly what they're supporting. So I understand the cash apps on the site. That makes sense, right? Each
Right.
individual student sets a goal and people can donate for them to be able to fund themselves through school, etc. But with the auctioning off, I think what was confusing is that when we were on Nick's panel, I think you said that the backpacks that were donated were auctioned, and people were confused as to why you would sell the donations instead of giving them away.
I mean, I just said we have to pay for our website, back office stuff. Like, I can't put all that stuff out of my pocket. You, does that make sense? So we do get cash donations to help with things. I've always said that. I've always said that. That's why I don't understand the confusion, because how am I supposed to pay for my website? How am I supposed to pay for hosting? How am I supposed to pay for, the domain every year? How am I supposed to pay? How am I supposed to pay for those things? Does everybody think they just come out of my pocket?
Um,
I think it's just
yes,
like the communication around this. Like, I don't like it makes sense to me that you would have auctions to raise money, and
Right.
that there should be some overhead for your foundation. But I think between like some students didn't even realize that they were on your website, the fact that Phoenix said that she submitted an application and never heard back. Like you have, it sounds like you're giving away tablets to
Mm-hmm.
students, which to me, like, I don't know, I just feel like that's an item that could be auctioned off. Not all of them, but like some of them, in order to raise money. Like, I just think that there's like ways, one, about communicating what you're doing, and two, just to, like, to fund your foundation, um that like I've seen personally that aren't being implemented. And maybe this is just you're just getting started and you're just kind of working it out. But I think everybody else has the same questions, and um I don't know, it just seems like things aren't adding up.
Yeah, because I think that the confusion, I don't know who donated the backpack, so I can't speak for them. But I think that people listening or people wanting to get more information were under the impression that the donations were supposed to go to the students. But if the items were being auctioned off, I think people were confused that typically if someone is running a food bank, right, they don't expect the items they donate to be sold. They expect them to be given away. But if someone says, hey, if you have any items of value that you want to put up for auction so we can raise money, that's a different expectation. So I think that people were under the impression that the items that were being donated for students were part of the items that were being auctioned off, but you're saying that that was separate.
Right. Cowgirl got a box of school supplies, and so did Tub and a few other foundations from me, from my foundation. So that's why I'm like confused as to why people think that all the backpacks were, if any backpacks are being auctioned. I only auctioned off the ones that were the Disney ones. You know what I'm saying? Like they weren't really backpacks, they were the mini backpacks.
Well, the
You know what
person
I'm
who
saying?
donated those backpacks knew that they were part of the auction, that they were not for
Yes.
students. Okay, I think that's where the
Yes.
wires are getting crossed because it's confusing when it's being heard out loud. People hear backpacks and they assume, I know I did, that these are the backpacks that students would take with them to carry books and supplies. But then
No,
when we
you
hear
can
someone
see the
auction them
backpack.
off,
You
okay.
can see the backpacks on my page. They were the little mini backpacks. One of them came with the wallet. It was like a whole set, like a Disney set. So that's why I'm confused. Like, because people saw the backpacks when I went live and when I showed all the school supplies. Those are the backpacks that were given to students.
And that's
Even
that's where the confusion would come from, though. See what I'm saying? So if there was all in one live, you have to understand why
no,
people would be confused because the term backpack, when we're talking about
they
students,
weren't an all in one live though. That's what I'm
okay, I thought
saying.
that's
I
what you
did
had
the
just said.
huh?
Sorry, I thought that's what
I'm
you just
sorry.
said.
No. I had a live where where I showed the backpacks, right? And then I had a hush, guys, hush. And then I had a backpack, the auction live separately. Like you can see it on my page. There was no regular backpacks on the Disney backpack page. That's why
Okay.
I'm confused.
Well, again, the confusion is coming from the fact that people were confused about those different lives. So there will be times where you will auction off donated items in order to raise money. Obviously, items
Mhm.
of value that people could
Right.
purchase. Okay, but then there are other lives that you will hold that will strictly be for donations, so that you could allocate a pool
Yes.
of money to disperse between the students that you have applied.
Right. So it would be just those things. Any auction stuff would be separate from what I donate. So
Okay.
I thought I kept it like that. That's why I'm like confused as because people saw the auction lives because people came in and auction did a silent waffle because we can't say the other word for those lives. They didn't see the other backpacks. I
And I
guess.
think that's where it's confusing because I understand the emotions were high when you were being asked about this last week, but you
Okay.
did say, which was what confused people, that like, well, why were you selling them? You're like, well, someone donated them to me and I sold them to raise money. I think people hear the word backpack, like I said, and they assume that you're talking about the type of backpack that someone would carry to school. So people were confused. It's like, okay, if JanSport donates 100 backpacks, why would you resell them? That's what people were
Right.
thinking that you were doing.
Yeah, no. I wouldn't do the ones that kids need or students need for school. It was only the Disney ones. Hey,
So
hush up.
someone donated a collection of items of value
Yes.
that you auctioned off to raise money for students.
Yes.
Now,
So we
when you
can raise
raised the
money.
money from those backpacks, did
Mhm.
anybody see those funds allocated to the students that you have on your site, or are those students
No,
already out of the program?
because I think one of the backpacks we only raised like $50, so I put that towards those school supplies. So we got
Okay.
more the regular backpacks with the notebooks, the scientific calculators, the math sets. Like it's a really hefty backpack, right? With some pens and pencils and stuff. So
Okay.
yeah,
Where did the tablets come from?
the tablets came from another donor, and then I bought 6 tablets. a while ago, last year.
Okay, and so there was a pause, a brief pause in the program for personal reasons, obviously. And I think people were getting confused as to what they were supporting because there was a brief pause. So I think that people were misunderstanding if the funds that were donated for the students were allocated elsewhere.
Yes, so I'm not selling the things that students need. I'm only auctioning off things of value, like Observant said, so that way we can raise funds, because there's no sense
Okay.
of auctioning off these backpacks, you know what I'm saying, so that students don't get supplies, because what adult who's not in school wants supplies? Normally people who donate are the people who are just trying to help. That's it.
Okay. Okay. So the only things you've auctioned off are things of value that people can donate or give it away, etc. So if they don't have funds to allocate, let's say for instance, somebody has a really nice computer, brand new, and they are giving it to you to auction off so that you could allocate those funds for supplies and students, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. I think that maybe a little more organization is needed because people are getting confused. And I will be completely honest and say that people are also getting confused at which campaign is being ran at which time, because I think they're confused that you're on a pause right now for the foundation because you have personal stuff going on. So the funds that people are donating to you currently clear on that. I don't think they know that. I think they think it's all tied into one.
I thought I made it clear that I'm raising money to get my sister's ashes back. She didn't have insurance. So I guess I don't see the misunderstanding, because I thought that's what I said. At least that's what other people are saying, like, hey, we know what this is for. Like,
Well, I
I
think it
thought
could
I
be
made it
confusing if
clear.
you're trying to run them simultaneous so that people don't know which is which. So I think that if there is a brief pause, that would need to be uh, communicated better, because I think that the wires are getting crossed and people are a little weary on this app for obvious reasons, because other people have not been truthful and forthcoming about where they're allocating funds that are for one thing but then were used for another. So I think that if there's a pause right now on the student foundation and right now you're crowdfunding for your own personal reasons, that has to be clearly communicated so that people don't get them mixed up and think that you're grifting, because now it's starting to make people question if they were ever donating to a student foundation at all, or if all of this money has been pocketed. And that is as plainly as I can say it, Doc, and that's just the truth that's buzzing around.
Hold on, guys.
Them dogs ain't happy, honey.
Hold on.
Oh wow.
Be careful.
Y'all remember? Never mind.
Hey, Annika.
Yes, please.
I was just gonna say something about Michael Vick and make a bad joke, so never mind.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know who the person is, but Kiki Ho Ho.
Okay. Somebody, it's Cujo meant why you
Okay,
trying to be funny.
real quick, I did make an announcement that I am putting the foundation on hold because everything that happened to my sister. So I don't know why people are confused, because everything that I put up says what it's going for. I haven't ran anything for the foundation since my sister passed in May. And so I don't know if people
Well, if
just
you
want to
added Desi to the campaign, that would be
I
you.
never took her off. That's what I'm saying. The last time we spoke, I never took her off, only because I had just been all over the place. And that was my mistake, not taking her off. The other students,
I don't think they want to be out there.
they're trying to fight this.
Control F Mint, please. God damn, why is she barking all the time? Oh, that's.
Stop doing that.
Oh, sorry.
Um, So I guess that's why I'm confused, because I thought everybody kind of understood. Like, my sister passed. That was my last family member, and I had to just get her ashes back. There was so much stuff going on with her, taking care of her. I didn't realize, if I did, and I apologize, that I mistake that. Now back to Phoenix. Oh, she's on teacup. When she comes back. Hey, so on yours, I don't. Oh, I do remember seeing yours. Okay, I didn't see an application, but I seen an email. So I thought I responded to your email. I said I'd try to help you the best way I can with the website and getting you all together. I thought that's what I sent you, but I'll check again on my iPad. But it wasn't. I didn't see one for the application, but I did get your email though, and I thought I responded to that.
Yeah, it was just a very vague type of response, and I just I haven't heard anything else since then, and it was just a little, I guess it was just a little off-putting as a new business owner to be like you approached me, Doc. You know what I'm saying? Like, you approached me and offered me help, and then
Right.
it just, nothing came of it.
I thought we were going to do the website. That's why I emailed you and didn't have you do an application fund, because you weren't in a STEM course. But that's what I thought that we settled on. And then remember how I kept saying, hey, when are we going to do the website? Let's sit down and do it. And, we just didn't fall in time. But I specifically said I only do stuff for STEM. And then, I'll try to help you with your website.
But then why did you approach me in that way if you were on this thing where you only do STEM? Because
you were my friend. You were my friend, and I wanted to help you get that website together, because
And
I
I
don't know
think,
what else
Doc,
to
that's
offer.
where the organization comes in. Like, organization as in allocating time and resources appropriately, not organization as in like an entity. Because that's where a lot of confusion comes in, because it seems like it's hands in a lot of different pots. And this is a statement that is just a general for anyone. If you have a passion to help animals, but then you say, but I also want to help Black business owners, but I also want to, help trans youth. People are going to start to figure out, okay, girl, which is it? You know what I mean? That does, unfortunately, on this app, hold a negative connotation when people are trying to do too many things. I'll only bring this up for reference so people can understand what I'm trying to say. When Jones is trying to say that he's advocating for Black people, but then he turns around and he's saying he's making a community garden, and then he says he also wants to donate school supplies, and then the bus, people start to get weary about why somebody have their hands in so many different things, and they start to wonder, is this just multiple avenues to raise money for themselves? So even though you wanted to help all these people, I think the focus should be what you have going on now with the STEM and your tutoring, because the Cash Apps on the website is perfect. If a student has a goal and they say, hey, I need $1,000 to pay my tuition, I can click on their name and it goes directly to their Cash App. That's legitimate. But when you start to try to put your hands in a bunch of different pots, then people get confused as to what you're raising money for. And that's why people are questioning whether or not this is truth.
So with Phoenix, I wanted to do something personal for her, because she was my friend, and I was like, okay, we got to get you a website. I don't remember saying anything about a grant, but I
But she's
wanted to
not
help
the
her with.
only one. You needed Bella, for instance, to write lesson plans. And then there was another person that said that you reached out to them and they were unable to get a hold of you to make things work out. And so I think that people want to see a clear focus in order for them to even know what they're getting behind. Because if someone doesn't know what the focus of a foundation is, they're naturally going to question the motive of that foundation, whether it's you personally or any foundation out there. If you say you're raising money for sick kids, but then next week you say you're raising money for sick animals, and the next week you say you're raising money for the elderly, people are going to wonder, what is the sole focus of this foundation? And now they're going to question if a foundation even exists.
The question that's coming up in the chat right now.
So, okay. I asked Bella for help because the lesson plans would be included in the tutoring, right? Because I'm building an AI program for the tutoring. What receipts do you guys want to see? A Walmart receipt or receipt that donors gave me stuff? Is that what y'all want to see? Because I thought that I made it clear and we saw the donations on my page, all the school supplies that I had, and the live where I showed the 5 boxes of school supplies. I donated thousands of dollars in school supplies. So I don't, and if you want to know if I have a legitimate foundation, my tax ID is on my page. I never made that not clear. So, I mean, I'm just trying to help. If somebody says they need help and I see them, even if they aren't in STEM, I try to just help them. So I don't need, okay.
I understand these. This can be fresh. No, sorry, Quinn. Go ahead. You can finish. Like, I just want to say before we move any farther that I can understand that like these questions can be kind of difficult, but I don't think that anybody here is trying to do this maliciously. I think that we are all just trying to gain a bit of understanding. And I think that Queen is giving a lot of really good advice right now that can help, especially for people who are just starting out with a foundation or any kind of business. It's just like tighten up the focus. A communication plan, a business plan, all those things that I think that new business owners sometimes need help with. I think this is just like, one, we're asking questions because we're confused, and two, like I think some of us just want for this to be successful, and the only way for it to be successful is that we one answers, and two, like working on things that'll help you in the future.
Well, yeah. Oh, sorry.
Randomly, just ignore that last.
But I see Bella's. It wasn't for a school. I'm was using the lesson plans to build off the tutoring program. I mean, eventually, I do want to. I do want to build a school around this because we need an educational institution for things like this. But I was going for the lesson plan because I wanted to connect it to the tutoring. I thought I said that to you, but I think everybody's confused.
No,
I
Doc.
thought I
You were
was
raising
making
money. You were raising money for a point in time for a school.
Yeah, I am. But it can't be right now. I don't have the money for the school. So I mean, we have to focus
Mean
it on
about a
other things.
clear, that's what I mean about a clear focus.
Right.
If
Well,
Like,
yeah,
you are asking people to donate for an actual physical facility or a
right.
home that you could revamp into a school, a place for people to come and learn, especially Black people, is not a bad idea. Raising money for students of all ages to be able to put themselves through school or obtain the necessary supplies for themselves is not a bad idea.
And we
But I
didn't
think
get the money for that. That's why
that's okay because all foundations don't raise the necessary money. It's not about
right.
whether or not it's successful because it does take time. It's about the focus.
No,
When
I
there
know.
are people who don't have a clear idea of what they're getting into, it's going to raise questions. And if the person running the foundation seems as though they may not know the direction, it raises questions to make people think that you not knowing the direction of where you're trying to go is malicious. And so I think that Observant made this clear as well. We're coming to you to provide any type of support so that you could bring back the focus of what you're trying to do, because I, for one, personally, I don't like racist white people thinking you lying and grifting, and I also don't want to believe that. But when someone doesn't have a clear focus on what it is that they're trying to accomplish, it seems as though the goal is just financial and you don't really care what the direction is. So if one of these days you want to build a school, you have to start by building people that you can establish trust with. Even if you have one donor that can only send $100 a month, they need to be able to clearly understand where that $100 a month is going to go to. But if they think that one minute you're trying to help Black business and the next minute you're helping students, And the next minute you're helping persons with disabilities, and the next moment they're not going to be able to stay on board, Doc.
This is where a charter or a business plan, and again, air quotes business plan, like a plan in general, to take anyone who's has questions about what's going on, and even for yourself, step by step, what you want to do, how you plan on getting there, what the gaps are, and how you plan on filling the gaps.
Right. And I do have a business plan. I do
Well, I
have a
think
business.
the advertisement changes too frequently for people to be able to establish what it is they're supporting.
No, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I'm just, I guess because I never sat down with Bella, only because I ran out of time, and even when I was like, hey, I'll connect with you, it was like in passing kind of thing, but I really have been busy. That's why I haven't sat down with Bella. So I understand her confusion, right? But I thought that I told her that I wanted to build a lesson plan to coincide with my tutoring plan. The building that AI program is a lot of work. It is a lot of work. And I'm just trying to.
But Dot, I don't mean to cut you off, but like there's numerous programs that are already available that can help you. Like Google Notebook, you can just scan in your notes, the PDF file for a textbook, any thoughts that you have on your notes. It'll create an AI bot that can interact with students. I think there's like multiple people around you that can probably help with building an AI bot,
Right.
where it's built off of the data. In this case, whatever subject that you want to tutor people off of. Like there's numerous people around here that can help you with that.
Yeah,
Right, and
and
that's why I was asking, like, how do we build a lesson plan, or just talk about it, right? It wasn't
yeah.
something that I was scheduling down to do.
To
So,
be clear, sorry, I just have a couple minutes left on my break. Yes, it did start off as you asking for help with like lesson plans and stuff like that. The conversation never really turned into like the AI program or anything like that. And then the last conversation we did have was about you starting the school. And it's like, yeah, like I'm down to have a conversation with that. I don't know how much I can actually help with that, but I did feel like it was very much, I was kind of confused as to like how important my help was, because it was just like the conversation never was followed up on. But then it was also, I was just unclear as to like exactly what you needed my help with.
yeah, I just wanted the lesson plan. My school, the ideology for my school isn't going to be until way much later, because it is a bigger project to do. If I told you in passing, I'm just telling you because I like you, right? And I trust you. So I was like, yeah, eventually I want to build a school. So that's why when people say, oh, you're trying to build a school, I know I found a place that I wanted. I'm like, oh, look at this place. I wanted to raise the money to put the down payment on. It didn't pan out. So I had to stop that. And I even said that. I was on a live where I said, we're not getting what we want. Let's get back to what we need, but know that we are going to eventually do this. So I don't know how much. I guess I got to put out more of my advertisements so you guys aren't confused. I think
Let
that's
Mimi
what
go. Yeah,
Huh?
Mimi, go ahead.
Yeah, I have to ask real quick and then I have to drop because I'm at work. Two questions. Number one, is your non-for-profit actually legitimate, legally legitimate? And two, the people that donated to you in hand, did you give them all receipts for their actual donations? Like, is there any paper trail of what they actually donated?
Like a Walmart receipt of the stuff I bought? Is that what you're asking for?
You over things. Do you have so you have a paper trail of everything that okay, so someone will be reaching out to you for their receipt then, okay?
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
Also, if you go to my thing, you can see the tax ID number. And when you guys donate through the PayPal, you get a receipt for what you sent. And and it logs your and it logs your
Feel as though the inconsistencies make feel as though the inconsistencies make asking to see, and I'm naming this again just for context because we all know what happened. People are asking for receipts of what happened, and then somebody shows they saying it's crashed.
Can y'all hear or see me?
Yeah,
I
Y'all
can.
can.
I can hear you both.
I hear you both.
oh,
Yeah.
it's fine, but
Can y'all hear me? Okay, y'all good? All right, go ahead. They can hear it. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm saying that the focus, just refocus when you can, okay? Right now might not be the best time, and we understand that. But for purposes of not being discredited before you even get a chance to be successful, this is not the place to be inconsistent, Doc, because baby, they will find out and they will run with information if it's true or untrue, and you don't want that image on something that I think could be very successful. We need this in our community, and don't allow your passion to be so erratic and jumping from point A to Z so quickly that people think that this is just a smash and grab. That's how it looks. If you don't have a clear focus on what your foundation is about, it is going to steer people in the idea that this may not be real because you can't lay down the groundwork and be consistent. And then somebody asks you to show proof of it, and then you show a couple of crates and some grass and call it fucking community garden. Now they gonna question validity. You see what I'm saying? So if you need to refocus and refocus and reframe. You cannot start asking people for money if they do not know what the fuck they are giving the money to, because it is going to make you look like dishonest. And we want it to work. And we do not want people like Nick and Tacos and everybody else trying to drag you and discredit what you're trying to do before it even gets a chance to take off. Because I'm going to be honest and say that the inconsistencies, and as a spectator, can make people feel as though there's some shady business going on. And we don't want that.
well, I would have preferred to do this off here. um, but I get what you're saying. I get what
Well,
you're
I
saying.
think social media can be a helpful tool, but we have to make sure that that what's being presented is consistent, because that's when those stories start to fly. People start to ask questions, and it's nothing wrong with, like Observant said, getting started. It's nothing wrong with being in the process of still doing your research. But when there's questions being asked that people can't answer, unfortunately, the culture of TikTok is that if you appear to be inconsistent with your logic, especially when money is involved, people are going to think you're lying.
No, I get it.
So I
I
think
get
that,
it.
refocus and reframe before you start asking people to donate their time and money. You have to be able to know exactly what you're doing. People should not be able to poke holes in what you got going on. It need to be firm, Doc. It need to be rock solid. People are going to have something to say no matter what, but you need to be able to shut it down every single time. And I have not seen you be able to do that. And if you're in the research and development phase, then I think that you should research and develop before you start asking people to donate money and time.
Also, maybe like not approach people and offer them help with things if you just can't actually follow through on it right now, and that's okay. But like, I don't think it's just not a good look to give people to approach people and then give them kind of like this false hope, you know?
But that wasn't my intentions with you. My intentions was to help you build your website because I thought you had, or I not thought, but I know you have great product. Because I even told you, I said, well, you're not in STEM, but we can do this. We can try this. And you know, I don't know why we didn't do it, but you're doing one with somebody else. So I'm actually very happy for you. So that's what I offered. So I apologize because I had asked you a couple times. I said, do you want to get together and do that website? And you told me that, you don't got time, and that's okay too. I was just trying to be a friend and help you. That's really all I was trying to do. I didn't know that you felt this way because I thought that I said, hey, we can't talk until we get a website. We would joke around and stuff. So you said you didn't have time, and I didn't want to like force you.
No, Doc, I never said I didn't have time. First of all, like it wasn't even like that. And to be honest, like I couldn't take you seriously because of things that you had said and then not did. Like I've just watched you not have follow through on a lot of different things, and it gave me pause. And like I wouldn't want to invest my time and effort into someone who's already like giving me pause and making me think like, okay, well, they've got their hands in a lot of pies. They're very busy. Like that's not the person that I would want to help me build my website. I would want somebody who has time for me. And it was very clear to me that you didn't have the time.
Okay.
So I know Observant had a question, and then someone sent me a question to ask because I think the comments are getting missed.
Mhm.
Go ahead,
My
Observant.
question is real quick. Doc, are you taking a salary from your nonprofit?
No, not
Okay.
yet. We haven't made any product, or we're not selling any product at this time. Once I start, because I do have product that I want to make and sell. Then we'll start taking the salary because then I gotta pay other people to help me put this product together. I have to pay them, but at this time.
Okay, so the next question was, so far since you've been running this foundation or trying to get it started up, the money that has been donated up to now, how
Tap the screen and share live while we have a pause. We got 43 people in here. We should be at like 12,000 likes. Give the host and the panel, please. I appreciate everybody came in here.
Sorry, I plugged in my phone and it's put the little alert. I was saying that the question that someone asked was the funds that have been donated so far, how have they been allocated? Have they been given to students, or is it being put to the side until there's a certain number of dollar amount raised?
So we've bought in school supplies. I've had to pay for hosting. We're not getting money like that. Like it's not like thousands of dollars coming in. Pretty much it just takes care of our back end stuff and some school supplies that we can purchase. So we have
Okay,
some
so
backpacks and
far
stuff like
school supplies for how many students approximately?
right now we do about 6 students at a time. My other stuff have been gone since last year.
Okay. And do you
So we've
choose them
been
from your local, or were these people that students you met online on this app?
local, and then whoever is online. I know one lady asked me for 2 backpacks and I filled them up. We actually had to buy the clear ones because they're like little kids or whatever, and she is
Yeah, because of
in
school protocol.
North
And so I
Carolina or
know you
something.
said, I know
Yeah.
Cowgirl's a teacher and she received some stuff for her classroom. So
Hmm.
I think that that's why people have some confusion, because there, like I said, there's no focus. There has to be some kind of focus. How are you going to choose which students? Okay. How are you going to find out which students have a need? Are you going to choose a school or a couple of schools or a neighborhood in your area that's underfunded? Are you looking for people like